Hey, it's STS once again. Welcome to another simple review. It's late, 12:38 in the morning, midnight, and we are just rolling, killing it, taking it easy. This movie right here, I actually liked myself once again, because I was supposed to do Spring Break, but I was just too lazy to get out the Blu-ray player and put it in. But I got to see a film that I wanted to see when I found it was coming out. Now this is a B film, because it's an independent film and whatnot. It is a WWE Studios film. Now I've seen a bunch of these films before. You got the, you got the Rundown, you got Walking Tall, you got the Condemned and stuff, you got the Marine. But this right here, I don't really like the studio films. They're kind of really cheesy and fucking stupid as fuck. But this film we're going to talk about is 12 Rounds 3 Lockdown with yours truly, one hell of a talent, wrestler talent, Dean Ambrose, or aka John Moxley or whatever. This supposedly is a standoff sequel to the second 12 rounds, which I don't understand because the first 12 rounds is with John Cena, the second 12 rounds is with Randy Orton, and the third one's this one, and this one's the first one is basically, I don't know, I haven't seen the first one, but I think it was mostly about 12 rounds. I think like 12, maybe they got the bad guys playing a game with John Cena. I'm probably going to watch that in the future. But then again, maybe it's just like this film in a different kind of random scenario because he only has a handgun with 12 rounds in it, and he acknowledges it in the film. So maybe that's why. Maybe in the second one, Orton, because Randy Orton, he's a paramedic. That's the one thing I know. I haven't seen it yet, but I will try to watch it whenever I can. And this film right out of the way, it was a cool action flick. It was just, I wanted to see Dean Ambrose because these WWE Studio movies are kind of a fucking flop. They're kind of flops, There's not really any good ones except that. Because when they first started, yes, they had the Marine. You got Walking Tall, the Rundown, like I said before, the Condemned, which they were okay. But, John Cena's the first Marine. Then they had these other off sequels with Ted DiBiase Jr. Then you had The Miz, who's in two of them, which I might have to do reviews of those to see how crappy and shitty they are. Or maybe I will like them. Who knows? But let's just start off the bat. And basically, it's one of these films that just starts off with a bang. You see this gangster black-ass dude named Burke. And, first there's this one guy. It's some rich guy. He's a drug dealer or whatever. And these guys just come out of nowhere. And they think, oh, wow, these are some kind of drug dealers or gangsters. But you realize they're cops. And the guy's Officer Burke. And he's basically a bad cunt, a bad cop. And he's telling George that where's all the files at. And he's going to shoot him, but he ends up shooting him in the leg. And he tells her, where's the padlock and everything. So they end up going to the padlock, the safe, and they destroy everything, which they thought. And he kills George Fremont. That was the gangster's name. He went because and also Burke deals with narcotics, and he takes drugs and all that stuff. So he's a bad cop, good cop kind of ordeal. But he's a bad dick. He's a cunt. And this whole film, he thinks he's the shit, and he really is a fucking stupid cunt. That's what he is. I don't know who the actor plays by him. Let's see. It's the Roger Cross plays him as Tyler Burke, and he's a stupid cunt. That's all I can say about him. But he loses the scene, kills him, and he thinks that he shot him first because it shoots the wall, and then he shoots him, he kills him, and then he acts like he killed him, puts the gun in, and it falls like he killed himself or something like that. Or, in the report, he shot him. Basically, he shot first, So it ends up going to Ambrose, which I was doing notes on it, I was saying Ambrose, but he plays John Shaw, which he did. The first thing that shows him is he's in a convertible, and this hotshot teenager with this bitch, and they're like flipping him off and shit because of his car and shit. And he just looks up and puts his badge up, like, and he just moves on. It was funny as hell. I think that's great. But he comes in the office, and people say, "Oh, why are you here?" Because you don't know what the fuck's the story. Because I'm like, oh, is this because is this from the first or the second one? Is Dean Ambrose playing the same Randy Orton character, but different actor, just same name. No, it's the same day. He's John Shaw, and he's not John Shaw in the second one. It's something else. But he goes, why are you coming back so soon or whatnot? And we were like, what the hell's going on, really? I don't know. But he ended up going over there, and he basically, he's a loner kind of way. He's a loner kind of cop, and he's antisocial, but he tries to be social. Like, this spot where he says, hey, everyone want coffee, and everybody just doesn't do nothing to him. And you find real later that he had a rookie cop. He had a cop that was with him that got shot. So, I mean, there's something right there. And then, well, he shoots around and shooting Gary, and then Burke comes up to him because they knew it well because they're officers on duty. And they're trying to, he's just being a dick to him and whatnot in the shooting range because he's been shooting good since the whole incident, supposedly, which we don't know yet soon. So it's like, well, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, all we know is that Burke's a bad cop, so Ambrose is going to be playing as the good guy. But we still don't know what his case is going on here. Well, that dumbass Burke thought he lost all the evidence. Well, there was a credit card that was discussed as a USB drive. And there's this girl named Officer Taylor who's played by Sarah Smythe or something like that. And then, the evidence the officer handled over the evidence is like, did you get a hold of Burke about this? Like, no, I'll call him. She ends up calling him about well, before that, Ambrose says, what's that? Oh, it's a credit card in that whole Burke case or whatever. I'm putting the evidence in, and oh, okay. But then he realizes, I forgot, I'm trying to remember so fucking bad. But he ends up I'm trying to remember. He ends up going into this thing, she calls him, like, hey, there's evidence, and whatnot, and he's like, what? Where? I'm heading there. So he ends up heading there. He ends up hitting Burke's like, oh my god, I finally covered my tracks. No, you did, you stupid fucking moron, you fucking idiot, and I can't wait till you die. But he didn't die in this film, by the way. Spoiler alert. Sorry, spoilers here. I'm sorry. That's how I do my reviews. My bad. But I'm not trying to. Yeah, I just told you the thing. But he ends up Ambrose signs it in, and he wants to see it, and he actually sees there's pictures with the narcotics ordeal because Burke saw the pictures too beforehand, but he thought it was destroyed, but there was a credit card still. But he gets it and whatnot, and he looks for it, and Burke himself, and he gets all of his bad cunts, these bad prick cops come in, and they try to go after him, and doesn't get any fucking where, and then they see him. And they're going to get evidence, but they didn't realize he dropped the card, like it was a credit card, and the guy's like, you should not mess with these things with the wife around, and then he leaves, and then they find out, it's a credit card, a USB drive, and oh my god, Shaw had it, and Burke gets them all together and whatnot, so he runs, he's trying to flee, Ambrose is trying to call, but he gets called as Cat Matthews, which Cat Matthews played by Rebecca Marshall, she's a nobody, because there's nothing tagged on her thing on here, Wikipedia, but he tries to tell her, hey, what's going on, I'm in trouble, I need help, and then the phone just goes up. So Burke has the idea that, I'm going to get a fire alarm, so he starts the fire alarm off, and then gets everybody out, and he tells his buddy, which is Daniel, let me see his name, I think he's on here. Yeah, Richard Lawland, or Lockenmurrow. He's the guy from Scare Movie. The retard-looking guy, or I don't know how to explain it. He's a bunch of independent films. You'll figure out what I'm talking about. When he comes with a bunch of other fucking bad pricks, and they lock down the whole fucking place. So that's how it's 12 Rounds 3 Lockdown. That's the movie film, and they basically had the whole damn thing. Everybody's off except Burke and his fucking crooks of fucking bad cops and cunts, because there's a cunt involved. There's a bitch in there, and what's his face? Lachlan he's playing Darrow, is the head of the security stations and whatnot. So it's in a back and forth action. So there's a cool fight scene between Ambrose and one of the guys, and he hits him. He just knocks him out or kills him with the free weight. Whatnot, and it's okay. I mean, the fights and everything's are. I'm not. I mean, you get to see titties too. I mean, you got to see. I mean, here's the thing. There's titties in this thing. Burke fucking. Oh, look at me, I got the bitch. These titties. But we don't see Dean Ambrose cussing like a storm here. You know? No. His dialogue is just like his WWE programming. Come on, you piece of crap. You know, and that's what he says, like, come on, you piece of crap. You know, that's what he says on here. You don't say, let's come on, you piece of shit. No, it's his piece of crap. And but basically, it's a cat and mouse trying to get him back and forth. But you think, and then when he says, oh, I got 8 rounds left, he starts with 12 rounds. So it's basically that's why it's like that thing. It's just because it's an area with somebody trapped, survived, who knows something that's getting framed. Because every time Burke kills somebody, he blames it on him. And then we had the officer Taylor chick, the one who cared about the image. She called Burke, so she's still in there. So she got locked in there too. Well, she sees Ambrose Shaw, and he tells her, "You just just get out of here to leave." But she finds Burke later on, and then brings her up there. And I thought, oh, he's just used her as a hostage. But no, he asked her. She's only 23 years old. She was only there for a month, and asked her questions like, "You need to be in the camera. If not, she's gonna get killed." But that motherfucker, just out of no remorse, kills her. Which was like, wow, that just came out of the blue. This Burke motherfucker has no fucking remorse or whatever. He's a fucking prick. And the acting's okay, good, because he's a fucking cunt. Ambrose does a good damn job, too. They just go in and on and out. And then, later on the film, making up words, mumbling. Later on in the film, you realize it's all fucked up. Everybody is such a turncoat. I mean, I respect him. The character like John Shaw is. He's a good cop. He's one of those people who doesn't want to get through. And which you know later on in the film, you realize that he was in that hole with his rookie cop, and he was really close with him or whatnot. He got shot and killed. Shaw ended up getting post-traumatic disorder, that PTSD or whatever like that, and they had him at evaluation. It was all good, but then Burke keeps telling Matthews, oh, he's killed all these people, which he hasn't. I mean, because Burke killed one of his own men that Shaw Ambrose was used as a hostage. He's like, he's killed another man. He's killed another man. He killed the judge. It's stupid. And later in the film, you find out Matthews, when he finally gets to Matthews, you find out she was with him. She was along with it, but then again, Burke's behind her. Oh, come on, Burke, come on. And he's like, you working with him now? And then Burke just shoots her in the back. I go, okay. And he has the tagline saying, like, I was one of those kids that never wanted to share. And then the SWAT team comes in because the head of the commander-in-chief or whatever gets the SWAT, turns all the power off. He ends up killing Darrow and whatnot. He's killing everybody. And at the very end, and he destroys the credit card. But then Burke tells him something which he doesn't know Shaw is recording on his cell phone. The SWAT come in and they say, come on, you piece of shit. Shaw, like, you know, Burke's like, ha ha, but then, hold on, I got his knees. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. But Burke's like, oh, and then Shaw's like, wait a minute. I got some evidence here. Just evidence and instant saying what he said before. And then he shoots him in the leg because he's about to shoot him. Sorry, sees again. Burke ends up shoots him right in front of him and then misses. Ambrose ends up just shoots him in the leg. And he's like, I'm out. And he just walks and just tell him, nah, I'm out. I'm done. And he just walks out this music with a bloody nose. He just walks by himself, you know. Lone wolf. And, I mean, it doesn't matter. Awesome. And that was the end. That was the end. But here's the ending of it. Recommend this film. If you are a Dean Ambrose fan, yes, please watch this. But the thing is, the dialogue, I mean, it's PG kind of dialogue in a rated R film, or whatever. Well, yeah, because it was titties, so it is a rated R film. I just wanted more of... I mean, the fights, yes, I like seeing Dean Ambrose in this, but the dialogue was just PG for him in a way. I mean, the shooting and whatnot, that's the rated R kind of style, killing and whatnot, But do I recommend this film? I mean, I love all the WWE Studio films after The Rock and Cena's films. I mean, they have these other people like The Miz and everything, doesn't cut it. But this film right here, I actually like because it's Dean Ambrose. I like the storyline behind it, the backstory and everything. Because and Burke always blamed him for bullshit, and Burke was his partner at one time. I think he was his first partner, maybe. But that's how it goes. Rating, I give it a B. It's good because it's Ambrose. Because all these other films, I don't know if I'd get into. Will there be a 12? Would I watch the other 12 rounds, like the first one, John Cena and Randy Orton? Maybe. Just wherever I can see them possible. But I recommend this because I'm a Dean Ambrose fan. I thought it was pretty good. Good action. Good. I think it's one of their best WWE studio films. But that's my opinion. But I give it a B. I recommend it. If you're a Dean Ambrose fan, if you're not, who cares? Just check it out anyway. But I'm STS. I'm Sam Slam. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever you're watching this. And enjoy 12 rounds 3. Lockdown. Peace.